All right, today is the very first episode of the new year, and I have a great friend, LA, with me here today. His company, All Day Industries, just released the newest collection last month, and you can catch him online with the best at ever at LA.
Oh my
Bro,
gosh. Thank you, Trey, for that incredible introduction. Happy
thank
New
you.
Year, my guy.
Happy New Year, bro. How are you?
2021, we
Let's
made it.
go. I
Can you
know.
believe it? We made it.
It's
That's
crazy. It's crazy.
It's
I just
crazy.
hope that it's a better year.
I know. Well, every year we always hope it's a better year, but this year, it couldn't be any worse than
The bar
2020,
is so
bro.
low with
Bro,
2020.
my guy.
Like
You said it.
2021 has to be at least a bit better. If it's
A
not,
bit,
I'll be
just a
incredibly disappointed.
If we make it past March, it's already a great year.
It's a great year.
You know?
If nothing too bad happens before March,
That's true.
Wow. Like
It's
January
good.
of 2020 was just crazy already.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, let's not
Okay.
go there. All right, bro, tell me about your username before we get into
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
Tell me the story of how you got at LA, because you didn't have that before.
I didn't. My original username was because LA Aguinaldo was taken. One
Okay,
word,
yeah.
LA Aguinaldo.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to you, whoever you are. Ang tibay mo, you still have at LA Aguinaldo.
Oh, he still does.
Yeah, he still does. I just check it from time to time sometimes. Like, I'm curious. He still has the same profile picture. It's on private.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
just
okay.
like, he
Okay,
doesn't
okay.
want to budge, bro. But like,
Have you
hey,
tried
if-
messaging him? Like
No,
before?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
he's also a LaSallian alumni eh.
Oh gosh. All right.
Fun fact, so, diba, I'm also from LaSalle. You're also
Yes,
from
yes.
LaSalle. So parang, we have that LaSallian connection that, you know what, he can have it. I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
add the LA Aguinaldo.
Yeah.
Just the word the. So that was my first username, the LA Aguinaldo.
Right.
And then, yeah, after a while on Instagram, maybe that was like, what, 2013? 2014,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that was my username, the LA Aguinaldo. And then, actually, that was how people actually know me as. When people would see me out in public, sometimes people would call you by your like gamer tag or your like username.
Yeah.
Diba? So that's what people would call me. Oh, it's the LA Aguinaldo.
Yeah,
Oh, see the
yeah.
LA Aguinaldo. So yeah, that's always funny.
Yeah.
But after a while, I was so curious kasi one name username started to pop up. I forgot who was first.
Like Miguel and them.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
at Miguel. There was this guy. He's an artist. He's a photographer. His name's at JR. It's so cool.
Okay,
Just do
yeah.
2 letters. So I was curious. Parang siguro at LA, probably taken na by the
Yeah.
city of LA
Yeah.
or whatever. So I check
Exactly.
it out, and for some reason doesn't want to pop out.
Oh.
So okay, that's interesting. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't want to pop out. But apparently after further investigation, Instagram had this thing like where if someone deletes a username, it's currently unavailable to use na. Let's say you have the username Trey,
Yeah.
but instead of changing it,
I
you
delete my
just
account.
delete the account. So no one can ever use Trey again. You get me. Even if you want
Ever?
it back. Yeah, even if you want it back, you
Oh,
can.
that's wild. All right.
Yeah, so fast forward, that was 2014, diba? 2013 I tried. 2015, I think my management at the time endorsed me for like the verification program. Like being verified was kind of new back
Oh
then.
yeah. Everyone was like, you
So-
have to, do it. It's the
Yeah.
in thing. Yeah.
So like I think my credentials fit what Instagram was looking for at the time because there were certain qualifications or whatever they
For sure,
need
yeah.
for them to verify you.
Yeah.
Like why do you need to get verified? And I was already gaining traction as a model in
Yeah.
commercials, magazines. I had the cover already, so parang that was a good basis of me getting verified.
For sure.
So there, my verification was approved. And then, I thought about how cool would it be if like I had at LA
Yeah,
as
dude.
well. So it kind of worked. So while my management was talking with Instagram, I already slipped in the word that what if we try to have at LA.
Yeah.
And then they emailed Instagram, and then Instagram emailed back saying like, we can't promise, but we'll check.
Yeah.
That's possible. So I didn't think any of it.
Yeah.
But they said also like if ever it gets approved, it will take like months or
Yeah.
even weeks for
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
to like actually, you know. So I sleep without thinking of it. I kind of forget it
Right.
after dinner or whatever. And the next day I just woke up and poof, I got it at LA.
You just woke up and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, whoa. I'm a two-letter username
Whoa.
person. Whoa. It's like when
I'm
Spider-Man woke
verified.
up, you know. Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
When
I
Spider-Man,
matter. Yeah.
yeah, I'm verified. Plus, I'm at LA. So,
Yes.
the parang verification, I don't know. I feel like being verified is still a huge thing. So back in 2014, 2015, it felt like whoa, a life
Yeah.
accomplishment. You know.
For sure.
So there, yeah.
Do people try to buy it off you at LA?
I it's funny because like after I got that username, like I actually a lot of people try to hack me for the username.
Ah.
So dude, I have like from based on that experience, maybe I at least had like 3 hacking attempts a day.
Wow.
But I had 2 factor, so it's very important, guys.
That's wow.
Use
Yes.
2 factor.
Yeah.
And also a lesson I learned is just like to diversify your accounts. Like just don't have one email for everything. You know?
Yeah.
It's 2020. You should have one email for your bank. You should have one email for your personal stuff, your spam mails. You know, right now, so I have like 20 emails. You know, like with everything. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, just diversify it really, and then you know, or to protect yourself also, diba?
For sure. I remember when you first got the at. So me and like a couple buddies were together. Like I was with Nathan and them. And then I think you like posted about it or whatever, and like, all of us were just like, "Whoa! Like he's
That's
big
crazy.
time now!" Like going back from where? No, like legit, like going back from how we knew you when you got that ad. I think that was the moment I realized that you were gonna be big.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
No, I mean, no, like for
really
real. Like
nice
that
of
was when I was like, "Oh shoot!" Like he's legit about this.
Yeah.
Just getting that, which is so weird because it shouldn't really matter, but it does.
But it does.
It does. Yeah.
Like thinking about it right now, parang, well, it's not really a big deal, but a lot of people do make it a big deal, and it's a big deal to a lot of people, diba?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I get you.
How do you think it's impacted your career? Has it impacted it in any way?
Well, for me, I've always thought like my work spoke for itself, or what I was doing spoke for itself. So maybe it did give me a sort of like, I don't know, like maybe like legitimacy to like people who don't know me. But when they come across my profile on Instagram, then they get to know me. Oh, who's this verified guy? Who's this 2-letter Instagram, user? And
Yeah.
From there on, they become curious. So it's more of like a flag that you could wave, or like a badge, like a verified badge that you can show. And I think it has opened a lot of doors as well.
Yeah, I think it's crazy how much it's affected like how we think of people, how we thought of you. Like I was like, oh shoot, like what I said, like it felt like it was a really big step. And
I get you.
I'm sure in a way it was, and you still have it, which is great. Like don't let people have that.
No, I get you. But like I feel the same way with like me and other people who are like who got verified or whatever before me, or like oh, they're my friend yesterday and suddenly the next day they get verified. But at the end of the day, it's just the same, it shouldn't matter. It's just like, I don't know, there's just this thing about being verified that like,
honestly, I want that I don't have the swipe up feature yet, because you need like a certain amount of followers. That's what I really want. I don't care about the check. I just want that.
Yeah, I think you need like 10K,
something like that. Yeah, I've checked. I was like, that's crazy.
Followers, it's crazy, but they should make that available now for
I think so too. Yeah,
1,000 followers.
Yeah, I mean, at least as long as they know you're a real person, like if they can just check that out, then I think they should be able to give you a link.
And I think it just helps a lot of like, let's say, small Instagram pages, small business pages to have that feature, like support small businesses, of course, and like having that feature will really help their business.
For sure.
That small thing, just like that.
I know it's wild.
Yeah, but I'm sure they have their reasons.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's some reason out there. All right, tell me about your new collection that came out a month, 2 months ago. Describe the conversation that you had with yourself when you're coming up with when you're coming up with All Day Industries.
Like,
what is that like?
as you know, All Day Industries was derived from my YouTube channel name,
Yes.
LA All Day.
Yeah.
So I just got All Day from there and then added Industries as the brand name because I didn't know what I wanted to make of it yet.
Mm.
It's not like a streetwear brand. It's not like, a company. It's more of an idea of what All Day could be.
Yeah.
Maybe now I'm into merch, but tomorrow I could be into different things.
Yeah.
So I just wanted like that identity na it could hold different things. Like so that's where the idea of just making it Industries
For sure.
started. Yeah. And
When
then
yeah.
no, go ahead.
When you were thinking about actually doing something with it, right? So you launch it, you do all that stuff, you have your merchandise. What's your vision for All Day Industries? What do you want it to be in a couple of years?
So the vision really behind or the idea behind All Day Industries is we all have our own different journeys or our own specific odysseys in life.
Yeah.
And what connects everyone is that we all have this certain thing we want to achieve. Thus the North Star.
Yeah.
So the idea with All Day is like my slogan or like the main, like, how do you say it? The main
Idea?
the main idea of All
Yeah.
Day Industries is really pushing people to find their north,
For sure.
find their North Star,
Yeah.
and stick to it. Because sometimes we forget that, we all have dreams, we all have aspirations, right? But the path going there, the journey going there, isn't always easy and
for
isn't
sure.
always what we think it is.
Yeah.
We definitely will face hardship, face
sure.
trials,
Yeah.
face walls,
Yeah.
and face mountains and valleys. But at the end of the day, we have to remind ourselves why we do the things we do.
Yeah.
So, for example, I have a different All Day. You have a different All Day. Nurses have a different All Day. Chefs have a different All Day. Basketball players have a different All Day. But
Yeah.
we all have our All Days. You get it?
Yeah.
So we are
right,
all
yeah.
connected through that journey that we're all trying to get somewhere. And at the end of the day, we all just have to remind ourselves why we do the things we do to get to that journey,
Yeah.
to make it worth it at the end. Because sometimes it's not
Oh, for sure.
the destination, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the path going there
Yeah.
that we learn so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what you're saying about the stars because it's something that, for example, if you follow a North Star, it looks like it's a straight path. It looks like you can get there easily, right? But what you said, along the way, you'll go into different valleys, mountains, cities, walls. Like you're gonna have to go through all that stuff to get to the North Star. Even though you can see it, it's right there. You know what I mean? You're still gonna have to go through all that. And it's true. We go through our All Day. What was it like when you dropped your most recent collection? What did the first night feel like?
Okay, so this year, last year's collection, fall winter 2020,
Yeah.
was titled Blur. And the reason behind that is like that's how 2020 felt like.
All right.
It felt
Yeah.
like a blur
Yeah.
because from the start of the year we had so many plans. We wanted to do so many things. We wanted to go here. We wanted to
I
travel.
wanted to
we
go
wanted
so many
to do
places.
this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Right, my guy? Like who thought?
I know.
Who
Yeah.
would have thought, diba? So I guess that uncertainty or that feeling of you don't know what's gonna happen next added to the pressure we are feeling inside.
Yeah.
Some people or a lot of people face, maybe anxiety in the first time of their lives and they don't know how to address it or they don't know how to face it. And a lot of people really felt discomfort out of what was facing them,
Right.
throughout last year. But then again, I really felt that though we might feel a bit blurred or feel out of focus, out of sight, those tough times kind of paved way for moments of clarity, of realization,
Yeah.
and of thoughts of, just making it through it. Like day by day, we kind of do our own thing just to make it through the day,
Yeah.
not really knowing what to do. So I wanted to encapsulate that feeling into a collection. That's why
Right.
that collection was very personal to me because I had so many plans.
Oh, for sure.
I only produced fall winter 2020 once, but I had 3 drops in mind for the year at least.
Yeah, all right.
But the 2020 had different ideas,
Mm.
and I just focused the early part of 2020 to produce PPEs because there was
Oh
a
yeah, that's
shortage
right.
of
I remember that.
PPEs
Yeah.
for a while, diba?
Yeah, yeah.
So I just focused on trying to help and do what I can. So I produced a batch of PPEs. And then from then on, I really just, took the time to myself and like thought of ways on how to make an idea still, pop off def- despite the things happening. So I
Right.
felt that, maybe later towards the year, that's the time I could produce something. And, when I thought of the blur, everything just connected, from the collection to the way I thought of the colors to the way I thought of the design
Yeah.
to the way I wanted the shoot to be, the execution. It
Mm.
all felt right, and it all felt like it was free flowing. It was
Yeah.
just
You were in the zone.
yeah, I was in the
Yeah.
zone, and it felt so easy, to be
Mm.
honest. And like the reception of people when I dropped the collection was crazy, bro.
This one was
Because
really good. This one was
thank
really
you,
good. I
thank
liked
you,
it so
guys,
much. Yeah.
because it was personal to me. So
Yeah.
in a way, I felt vulnerable because I'm showing like a
Oh
personal
yeah, for
side of
sure.
like,
Yeah.
diba? That's how you feel.
Yeah.
And before I even dropped it, I already felt like, will people, associate with it? Would people like
Mm.
feel with it, vibe with it?
Yeah.
But bro, to my surprise, when I dropped it, everyone just like, oh, this is
Yeah.
amazing. I felt the same way. Oh, the design's so sick, blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
And then I actually had like a super like increase from like my sales from last year to this year,
Mm.
despite the situation we're having.
Yeah.
So it really felt that people really, understood the collection and related with it. So
Yeah.
it was so happy to me that my my imagination has touched, a part of them that made them want to, buy the merch.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I I like this one, I think, because it felt more you.
Mm,
So your previous work, it was nice. I liked it.
mm,
But this
mm,
one felt like, oh, it has a touch of what LA feels and what LA wants.
mm. Yeah.
There was a certain edge to it that felt different from the last collection before this one.
Yeah.
And it felt different, and I really liked. So when
Mm,
you released it, because even when like your posts when you released it, it felt personal. You were talking about the story. You said about
yeah.
like what you were feeling. It wasn't just, hey, right, like
Buy my shirts.
I have followers, buy my
Mm,
shirt. It didn't feel
yeah.
like that. It felt like you had a story to tell, and people really resonated with that story.
Yeah. And which is the vision I still have for all day. And it just proved that my vision was right, and my
Yeah,
vision is something I can bank on and trust.
yeah,
Because sometimes we don't trust our own ideas straight, diba? I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Like for me, sometimes we trust other ideas more
Mm.
from other people.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
let's say an idea comes from us, like a certain like voice tells us like, oh, this
yeah,
is
yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna fly, this is
yeah, yeah, yeah,
baduy, whatever. But
yeah.
we have to trust ourselves more.
No, you're right. Like if someone comes up
Diba?
to me and then they're just saying like, "Oh, I have this idea," I'll be like, "Yeah, man, go for it, go for it." If I did that same idea, I'll be like, "It might not work."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right?
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
know. So we have to figure it out. Like what is that thing that like makes us just listen to other people and not
yeah.
ourselves? Because we know ourselves better than other
Exactly.
people know us, right?
Exactly.
So
But it's so much easier to just ride on board with someone else's idea.
I
And
don't
then
know
when it's
why.
your idea, you're just like, I don't know if I can
That's
do it. Like it's so hard.
that's something we have to figure out this year,
Yeah, yeah.
2021.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, but we'll be back with Ellie. So this episode is presented by the White Stripe Network. Catch your favorite podcasts on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube feeds. But again, for full episodes and some exclusive content, check out our Spotify feeds. Follow, subscribe on the Spotify app. All right, back to the show. All right, we're back with LA from All Day Industries.
Let's go.
LA, tell me about this because I know this story already. But what are the steps that you took from shy kid to model in public figure? Because you were a
Oh
shy
my gosh.
kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a shy kid, man. Like growing up, like I really just kept to myself,
Yeah.
very timid, very I don't know, man. Ibang level yung shyness ko dati. I was just
Yeah.
really shy,
Yeah.
bro. But I don't know what could have been the root of that, but maybe it had something to do with I had nothing to show or
Mm.
share that would make people so interested
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
me. So might as well just keep quiet.
Mm.
Less talk, less mistakes. Maybe
Yeah.
that mentality.
Mm.
But I don't know when was the turning point when I was it was when I started modeling that
Mm.
I felt that I get to spread my wings
Yeah.
more than the usual. And that's why I was so drawn to modeling kasi it really did um put me out of my comfort zone, you
Yeah.
know, like it kind of the job kind of forces you to interact with people, to work with people, to communicate, and to put yourself in front of a camera or a crowd
Yeah.
and do your thing. And
Mm.
that was so scary for me, but at the same time it really helped push me to be more open, be more
Mm.
out there.
Yeah.
So I think that's when I really got to be more of myself by
Mm.
being in front of people or the
Yeah.
crowd. Yeah, so that's when I realized that it's not so bad after all.
So
I
we have
wish I had it sooner, dude. I wish I had it sooner though, dude.
so we have one thing in common, right? Well, we have a few things,
Mm.
but then
Yeah.
one thing we have in common is that we went to the same high school,
Mm.
several years apart, right?
Mm.
But we won the same award.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy, right? How did your life change? So, okay, so there's this pageant in our school called Mr. SISC.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Mr. Southville
Yeah.
International Schools. And it's like a pageant. So
Yeah.
there's a talent portion, there's
Yeah. Yeah.
a national costume
Yes. Yeah.
portion, the works,
Yeah.
and like um I I joined that because I thought it was gonna be fun. And since I was a relatively new student, I entered
Okay.
like grade 9.
I was a new student
Um,
also. Yeah.
diba?
Yeah.
It's a good way for people to like, get to know the new guy or the new
Yeah.
kid. So okay,
Yeah.
why not? And then I didn't expect I'd win, but I won as well. I don't know how
Yeah.
you felt, Trey, going in that
You know,
competition.
for me it was funny because I joined because my other friend was joining, and
Okay.
and he was like, "Oh, we get to skip some classes." So I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, like let's do
Yeah.
it, right?
Let's do it.
Like let's do it. Like skip some classes. We're not gonna win or anything. Like let's try it out."
Yeah, exactly.
And then like the teachers see you in a certain way that they kind of like you a bit more because of it.
Mm,
It's so funny.
mm,
And I
mm.
remember I spoke to you a bit about this before. How the moment you enter the stage, right? Everyone's cheering.
Yeah.
Everyone's clapping.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah,
It's wild.
yeah.
It's
And you're not
wild,
doing
bro.
anything. You're not singing. You're not dancing. You're not showing
No.
any talent whatsoever. You're
No.
walking from point A to point B, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah, because like in a way you represented the class, you
Yeah, yeah,
represented
yeah.
the batch.
Yeah, yeah.
So, when you made it each round, people from your class would shout, people from your batch
So
would
funny.
shout
Yeah.
for you to make it, and like it was wild, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed that feeling so much because you're not so used to like your classmates
No.
cheering you.
Exactly.
Your barkada na bros
Yeah,
going all
yeah.
out to cheer you. So I enjoy that, bro.
Yeah.
I enjoy that feeling, and
Yeah.
the feeling after, like when you win after all that, you're just like, oh my gosh, my life is gonna change.
I remember because so
Right?
when they were, I'm gonna get your story on this also. So when they were announcing the winners, so in my
Yeah.
head, I knew who I thought would win,
Yeah,
right? So we
Yeah.
were still in a line, and then they were like, "All right, like second runner up," and then I was like, "All right, like I think I did well. I'll probably be first runner up." Like in my head, honestly, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I did well. Q&A, I did well.
yeah,
I'll give myself first runner up because like this
Yeah.
guy has so much charisma and all that stuff. And then for first runner up, they called him.
Mm.
And I remember when he was going down like the steps, I looked at the other contestants and I was just like, wait. I was like, no one here. I don't think anyone here did better than I did.
yeah.
And I was
had
like,
the
wait.
same thought.
And I was like,
Yeah.
but I don't think I'm gonna win. But
Yeah,
I did better.
Yeah,
And then
that's
when they
true.
called my name, I was just like, oh shoot, like
Shoot.
I won. And then you go
Yeah.
down, and then it's such a funny feeling, to be honest.
It's funny, bro. It's funny. I remember the next day when I won, it was a school day, right? So the next day I won, come into class. Oh my gosh, people just started treating me differently, dude. Like I'm not gonna lie, like for some reason, like usually the class bully would be maingay, but for
Yeah,
some
yeah.
reason he was quiet when I would enter the classroom, and just like I kind of like own that energy. Like, you know what, you guys used to bully me before, like make fun of me, like,
Yeah.
not anymore.
The
And then the teachers would treat you like, hey,
Yes,
Ale,
exactly.
hey, Trey, like they know you
Yeah,
already,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So
They're
that
just
was
like
cool.
they're
That
just
was
like,
really
"Oh, good
cool.
morning, Mr. Remulla." And I'm just like, "Oh, good
Yeah,
morning." Like you didn't greet me
yeah,
before, but now
yeah.
great.
You didn't know who I was before this crown, like before the sash and the crown. You
Yeah.
didn't know me,
Yeah.
right?
Did you
But
guys do
it's
any
such a good
training?
feeling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We did. That's why
Yeah.
we can skip
Yeah,
classes,
same, same.
like
Yeah.
just to do training and stuff. But
What did you
yeah,
do for your talent?
uh, I did an interpretative dance, my guy,
Oh, okay.
with a partner. Like the but usually you go
Yeah,
in
your
pairs
partner.
with like the
Yeah.
Miss SSC.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there we did an interpretative dance. We hired a choreographer and everything. It was just enough to say we had the talent,
Yeah.
like, yeah. It wasn't it was enough. It
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
sige, talent na yan.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
How
remember
about you? What
your
did you do? What
what
did
did
you
I
do?
do?
Did
I
you play guitar,
No,
bass?
I played piano and okay, so I'm not a singer, but I sang.
Okay,
I
nice.
sang to the best of my ability, like just as much as
Yeah,
I could.
yeah,
And do you remember your Q&A?
yeah,
Do you remember
yeah.
what was your question?
Like my question, the question I got was, what makes the quintessential? What qualities make it to be the quintessential Mr. SISC? Yeah.
What is your answer?
Sorry, I just said
Go
that.
lang.
My answer was, if I could remember, it was the what was the I just made a way for the vision mission of the school to like make it to the
Sorry.
answer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there. I just kind of integrated it. I don't know what I said exactly, but like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
was our vision? Like statement,
Oh my
facet
gosh, I
differentem,
forgot. I
right?
forgot.
Facite differentem, make a difference.
Make a difference. There you go. Make a
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, yeah.
How can I forget that? That
Yeah,
was
I
like
know.
preached to me for years.
Yeah, right. It's engraved in your skull.
Yeah, dude. Was that one of the bigger steps to your confidence boosting?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Like that's really a big step of. It's a step I needed, siguro. Because after
Mm.
that, I remember I also made the volleyball team and I was team
Oh,
captain.
okay.
So in a way, like it gave me like authority in a way that like
Yeah,
the
it
other
made you feel
teammates
like, oh,
would.
I can do this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the other teammates would like look up to you as well and listen to you when you do
Mm.
your training. And yeah, in terms of girls also, it did help. Not gonna lie. It
Not
did.
gonna lie. It
Yeah.
helped. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it helped.
everything, but it
But
helped.
it helped. You get it, bro. You
I
get
get
it.
it, bro. I get
Yeah.
it. Don't worry about it.
We didn't abuse it. We didn't
No,
abuse
we
it.
didn't. We
No, we
didn't.
didn't.
No,
We
no,
didn't
no,
because
no.
we didn't know what we had,
Yeah.
We just, we
It's
knew
just
just it helped, you know. My guy, Trey.
my dude. All right. Um. So after high school, you went to college.
Yes,
You went to the same
sir.
college, De La Salle.
Yes,
You
sir.
took ArgCom.
Yeah.
I hear that's a really hard course, though.
It's difficult because our majors, once you fail a major, it's only seasonal. How you
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah, yeah,
classes only once a
yeah,
year. And if you say you fail the prerequisite for that class, you get delayed a year. And then if you fail it again, you get delayed 2 years.
yeah.
So it just, dominoes from
High
then.
pressure.
So yeah, high pressure situation. Plus our professors expected a lot from us.
Yeah,
And their standard was just on a different level, which I
Mm.
appreciated because it really did push me to like study
yeah,
and like do like I remember like, high school, we would just like do our homework, and after homework, that's it. That was good.
Yeah.
And then the next day, the teacher will spoon feed us the lessons, whatever,
Yes.
and then we just have to review that. But college, man, like it's a different ball game. It's like that there is a syllabus for a reason, It's where you have the chance to like actually catch up or be ahead of like the class curriculum if you do your own research, if you study on your own, which is what I think the faculty of the communication department was trying to push to us, to be more proactive communicators rather than reactive. We'll only react to their lessons. So I took it to heart to really just study the syllabus and, be ready for the next class. Let's say the next class would study about different modes of communications or like different theories of communication. Days before pa lang, I'll start studying it na and like try to find the most layman terms explanation, but also look for researchers that sound complicated. But those notes plus energy drink, bro, will do wonders with you.
I had coffee. I had a lot of coffee in college.
Bro, I wasn't a coffee drinker till after college. I would drink energy drink in college, like Sting in the morning. Strawberry
okay.
Sting,
I had a Sting
bro.
phase. I had a Sting phase also.
So good, man.
It's so bad for you though.
Yeah,
it's so bad for you. Like when I started to think about all the sugar and everything it has inside it, I'm just like, oh man.
Yeah.
I used to have that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in college that you miss, or are you generally like, no, I like having a career outside of college?
I miss college, bro, to be honest, because I felt like I could have interacted with more people. At the same time, like I was the type of student who's like school, home, school, uwi na agad. But I feel like college is the venue for you to actually like do other things outside of what you're used to. And just like, maybe go out with your friends a bit more, but not too much. Go talk to like random strangers you pass by in SJ Walk. Just say hey, or right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I would have done differently, is be more of a appreciative and open student. Whereas just me going to the library, studying, going home.
Same.
I can't wait to go home because you're just so tired,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna shift it a little bit.
Okay.
Till today.
Whoa.
Bro. You gotta make a sound effect. All right. All right. Tell me, what's your favorite Blackpink song?
Ooh, my guy, why are you making me choose among my favorite children? Just kidding. My favorite Blackpink song, for some reason, what sticks to me is Whistle.
Okay.
Yeah, one of their first hits, Whistle, and Do Do Do. I just like Do Do Do.
I love Do Do Do. Do 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 live when.
Yeah, dude. Bro, it just hits different. My guy.
Yeah. Tell me the story of like how you got to know them. Was it through the documentary? Like how did that process go on?
Well, I remember getting to know them when I first laid my eyes on Lisa. For sure, because like I was just like, who's this girl group? Who's this amazing, beautiful, talented woman named Lisa? And then from then on, like I started discovering the others, Jenny, Jisoo, Rose, and from then I just became like magnetic towards Blackpink because we have a cultural revolution coming. We have a cultural revolution in the world right now, and that is Korean media, K-pop, K-dramas, K-cinema taking over the world by storm, and rightfully so, because the quality is just insane.
So good,
right? It's just so good.
Yeah,
and like it really goes to show if the government supports the arts, it could just mean so much to the economy of the country, because that's what it does to the country. It really helps them,
For sure.
Yeah.
What would you do if Lisa followed you back?
Bro, like I wouldn't. I'm already thinking of it, but it's not gonna happen because she
they don't follow anybody.
But that would be so amazing if she does.
How would you feel about that?
I'd post stories every like 50 minutes just to like selfies.
Just like get her
attention. At the gym with my dog. Me liking the same stuff she likes.
You want to go on a walk?
Yeah.
Let's have some matcha lattes and
Yeah.
take pictures
Take
by
pictures
the
with the
wall.
Leica, with the Leica camera.
You
Yeah.
show like, hey, I have a film camera. Come on, let's go. Let's do something.
Yeah, but it would be cool though. But like, she's like the most followed Blackpink member. I think like 42 million
It's crazy.
followers. Can you even comprehend that 42 million
I
people in
know
the world
42 million people
following? Yeah,
follow
right?
you. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, how do you even think of that? Like, that couldn't that could fill up like a country.
It's bigger than
it's a
most
small.
countries.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's bigger than New Zealand, I think.
Yeah.
The population of New Zealand. So
And they all just
that's
follow one account. It's crazy to think about.
they don't. Yeah. I know.
So how integrated are you into Blackpink fandom?
Well, some people, right? They call themselves Blinks,
Mm.
but I can't give my title that yet because I think I have a lot of to catch up on.
Okay.
But I do watch their shows on YouTube. Like,
Oh yeah,
uh,
I've seen a few episodes.
yeah, Blackpink House,
Yeah.
24/7 with Blackpink, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I think the documentary, if you're like new to the Blackpink world or whatever, is a good start, right?
Yeah.
Light
I think
Up
so
the
too.
Sky.
That was my entry point into
Mm.
Blackpink.
Like, you
Cool.
already know them, but that helped you know them even more.
Yeah,
Right?
like it
Yeah.
made me think. It made me care about them. If that makes
Mm.
sense.
It
I'm like,
made you
okay.
appreciate what they're doing. Right?
Yes, I'm just like,
And-
okay, I care about you now.
Yeah.
Because I've
And the
seen what you've been
documentary-
through.
Yeah, the documentary served its purpose then, right?
Yes, for
So
sure.
that's-
If you're interested in starting a podcast, I just want to take the time today to talk about Anchor, the easiest way to get your podcast out there. I used to use other services and had to pay some extra fees just to get the content out there. But with Anchor, you don't have to worry about that. It's free to use, so no need to pay to release your thoughts and your passion. So go check that out online. That is anchor.fm, or check out the Anchor app. All right, now back to the episode. All right, let's go to the last segment of the show. But before we get to that, what's your wish for 2021?
Well, we don't know yet what's gonna happen because it's been a few days since
Mm.
the turn of the year. But
Yeah.
my wish for 2021 is that more people do more of the things they love to do,
Mm.
or take more risks.
Mm.
At the same time, what we said earlier is to believe in ourselves even more. Because
Yeah.
once we believe in ourselves, we can actually accomplish so much things, and it's just gonna make the world a much better place. Because if you believe in yourself and do the things you like to do, that will just spread the energy to other people to also
Yeah.
do the things they want to do and believe in themselves.
Yeah.
So I think it's also an idea we could keep pushing to other people, is to simply believe in themselves and
For sure.
trust themselves more.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that 2021, because 2020, like what we said, the bar is so low for 2020. I'm just like, all right, 2021, let's do this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do something. And
Let's
hopefully,
go.
yeah,
Exactly.
hopefully we
Let's
get
go
to
anywhere.
really. I don't want to just bounce back. You know what I mean? I want to like learn from it and become even better as people. Hopefully, you know what I mean. We learn from this, and it really exposed a lot of things. So I'm really glad about that part, because now we can learn from what was
Yeah.
exposed and change the future with it. Anyway, let's go to the speed round. So this is just a round. Be as honest as you can and be as quick as you can. All right, speed round with LA Aguinaldo. Like, all right, speed round.
Alright.
What's on your Netflix list right now?
The Shawn Mendes concert.
Have you watched it already,
And-
or it's just on the
No.
list waiting for it?
It's on the list
Okay,
waiting. I want to watch more like documentaries this year, so I'll start with the Shawn Mendes concert. And
Nice.
Then, yeah.
What's on your Spotify playlist right now?
Ariana Grande.
The album, the new album, or in general?
Her last album.
What's your favorite song?
POV.
Okay. You already mentioned your favorite Blackpink song. What's your message for Lisa? If Lisa could listen to a few sentences that you have a message for her, what would you say to her?
I think that I'd tell Lisa, like, to keep doing what she's doing because she's doing amazing, sweetie. Yeah, like it's just crazy how her influence and the influence of Blackpink
Yeah.
really inspire a generation.
Yeah.
So I guess Lisa, if you're listening, keep doing you, keep inspiring, keep
Nice.
shining,
Nice.
just keep being Blackpink.
All right. From last year, what was the most surprising brand that you started working with?
From last year,
Yeah. 2020.
2020. Bulgari, fam. Bulgari.
What was that process
my
like?
collaboration with Bulgari. They just reached out to me organically through email. So that
Wow.
was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was really amazing. So I was in the radar for some reason and they reached out to me and wanted to
Nice.
collaborate. So
Yeah.
like Bulgari. for
And you
sure.
answer your own work emails, right? Like those kinds of emails.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
100% answer them myself.
That's crazy. So if you open it and you see it, like, oh, shoot, like they want to
Yeah,
work with me. It's wild.
Yeah, exactly. It's wild.
It's wild.
Dude. So
What's a story in 2020 that people don't know about you?
in 2020,
Yeah.
I think I didn't get to post as much as I wanted to, but at the same time, it made me realize that what we were facing was something of a different caliber. And sometimes maybe it's okay to share a bit more of vulnerability of what we're going through, of what we're currently feeling in a certain situation, because more often than not, a lot of people feel the same way. And sometimes it's just what someone needs is that people to relate with them through a struggle. And I think that's something I should have done more, is talk about my struggles personally and talk about it with other people. Because I don't know, like sometimes it's just not common for us to share struggles online.
Yeah.
We only share our
You
highlights.
share the highlights. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think what 2020 should have taught us that it's also okay to share not your highlights, just like
I
you
agree.
being human. So yeah.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about you?
The biggest misconception about me, a lot of people think I can't speak Filipino. That's one.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of people think I didn't grow up in the Philippines. Yeah. So siguro that's the biggest misconception about me.
Yeah, I think so.
I would say.
see it.
Maybe there's more, but if you guys think there's more, you comment down below if they want. They can do that, right?
Yeah. For
on
sure.
like Okay, you can comment.
Comment if you're on the YouTube video.
Yeah, on the YouTubes.
All right. Give me your LA All Day game plan. You already mentioned that the big idea, what you want to happen. But is there anything specific, any specific project that you're really eyeing on doing with LA
There
All Day?
there is, and by this time it's 2021, right? So by this time it's really, really soon. I'm dropping something
Nice.
that people haven't really seen me in.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
that's exciting, and it's also something I wanted to share for the longest time. And 2021 is finally the year that I'm gonna do it.
Nice. Very
That's
nice.
it.
Very nice. All right, I just have to get this out there. Are you single or taken?
What do you think?
Let's go, bro.
Honestly, what do you think, Trey?
Nah, fam. Like, I honestly
Genuine
just really think
question.
you're single.
Okay, then there's your answer.
There you go. I need to get it from you.
Lisa, hit me up. No, just kidding. Yeah, Trey, I think you and I have known each other for the longest time now, and I think like you would know, like if I was in a relationship.
I would know. I would know. It's something because even like, okay, so fun fact, your mom and my grandma are like best friends.
Yeah.
So she'll tell me
Besties.
if you don't.
Yeah. She'll tell you too. Yeah.
No,
That's
okay, so
true.
like just a really quick story. So you had a thing with a girl a couple of years ago, or I don't know how many years ago, and I wasn't sure if you guys were like dating or a thing.
Yeah.
So but I had dinner with my grandma and just like making kwento all about you. She's like, alam mo si LA may ganito na siya, and I was like, oh, good for him. So I can get it from her. It's fine.
Yeah. Surprise. Yeah.
All right. What can people be expecting from you, and where can people find you and your brand?
Okay, so siguro where people can expect me online, of course, you guys can visit me on Instagram at LA.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Twitter at LA Aguinaldo, YouTube LA All Day, and TikTok. I'm also on TikTok, my guy.
Yes.
Trying to do the the renegades and the Corvettes.
Nice,
My
nice.
guy. LA Aguinaldo, and like what people can expect from me Siguro for 2021 is like definitely more than what happened last year. You
All right.
know,
I think that's a
2020.
great point.
But and expect me to share more of who I am.
I love that.
2021.
I love that. I'm really excited for you, bro. Thank you so
you.
much for coming on. Thank you so much for the talk. So we talked about everything from your high school, from both of us winning Mr. Southville, and that weird experience.
Exactly.
Such a weird experience. That's why I like talking to you about it, because you're the only one who really relates with me. Like at least
It's an
I can talk
experience
to.
we needed in high school.
Yes, I think so. Without
I
that
would
experience,
want to
I wouldn't.
relive that again.
I wouldn't be who I am exactly without that
Exactly.
experience. I needed that.
See, my
And
guy.
it was just a weird thing. All right, so we also talked about your all the industries, all that stuff's happening. I'm really excited for you, bro.
Thanks. I'm excited for you too, Trey. Thank you for having me here. I mean, I've seen the podcasts with you and different guests, but I'm so happy also that because this was a dream for you. I remember us talking about you starting a podcast, and you really wanted to start it at 2020, and here you are.
Yeah.
Even a pandemic did stop you from starting it. So with that, bro, I have to congratulate you.
Thank you,
because that's
bro.
a win.
Thank you so much.
Right,
All right, go check out LA and All Day Industries wherever you can. Get the merch. Is it limited?
Find your north. Stick to it, guys. It's pretty limited.
Okay.
I try to keep it as low as possible to reduce waste as well.
Yeah. Sure. All right,
That's
guys.
how I wanted to make it.
LA, stick to your north. Thank you for that. Bye.
Bye, guys.